And in investigating it, we have to do our best to see that there is fair hearing, both of you. The allegations are there. The people who wrote the petition, they have to defend the allegations, then you need to say something about it. The question is, why must we invite the shaman? We are the chief security of the local government. And all that we have seen that happened in that local government, we are supposed to be in a better position to address some of these issues. Especially there are paragraph 11 and 12 mentioned particularly. Then that one was referred to you particularly. So that is why we are here. So at this junction, I want to let all of us to understand that we are not going to be biased. All of us here, we are men of proven integrity. And we'll be fair to everybody. We are not going to take sides. Whatever I will take from here will form part of our recommendations. That is why we are here now. We are going to start with the petitioner. I think, yes, sir. Starting with the petitioner. You have your petition with you. Okay. Okay. Let me introduce the member. Starting from myself, my name is Honorable Suleiman Ataja Shimusa. I was a former chairman elected in that local government. Now I'm here. My immediate right is Barrister Cosmas Atabo. Then the next person to him is member of this committee, Galamela Odoro State Constituency. Then the next person is Kelani Oluma from Jujumu State Constituency. And your next neighbor from Gurimagugu State Constituency. By my immediate left is Honorable Radio Ishak Alfa. He's the most senior person here, second time. So, and the next person is a Tanku from Kutu. This one is from Upper 2 State Constituency. The next person is Tanku from Kutu Territory, Kogi Local Government State Constituency. So that is all of us. You can see the mix-up. You have a lawyer, you have the clerk, is Barakat, the clerk. And the other clerk is Ibrahim. So we want to hear from you.
Good morning, honorable members.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. We have seen your petition, and the petition speaks for itself. Very explicit. There's no ambiguity in your petition. So what we want to do, because of time, we still have plenary today. If we cannot finish our investigation today, we will definitely re-invite you for further clarifications on another day. I'm going to take you paragraph by paragraph. And I'm going to, I want to take you and the CSO together. So if I ask you a question, I'll ask the CSO. You take down notes, yeah? Now, your very first paragraph, you said some vigilante, first line, honorable sir. Some vigilante.
Okay. Observation, sir.
Yes.
Observation?
On this petition.
No.
About the people that were invited.
Relax, sit down. What happened to the people that were invited?
The person that signed this petition, Joe Duhane and Jami Owada, both of them, the other one is John Adebisi and the other one is Joe Duhane. So since Adebisi did not sign this petition, maybe it's still right to do so.
Who did not sign the petition?
The other
It's not part of the petition.
It's right to sign this. Maybe you can still sit down by the honorable.
What's your own name?
My name is John Adams.
John.
Yes, sir.
You are George Ohian.
Yes.
You signed it.
Yes, sir.
Your name is John.
Adebisi.
Were you invited?
I was delegated to follow the committee
Community
chairman
delegated him to follow
to follow
the secretary.
in the absence of the secretary.
Who is the secretary? Jamil.
Yes.
The community delegated this.
Yes, sir.
Does that
If it's okay by the house.
No, it is. So far as they are the petitioners, it's expected that
The petition is in the name of the community.
it's in the name of the community. Karaworo Community Development Association. Yes. Sit down, Mr. John.
Thank you, sir.
Your very first line, paragraph 1. The community said some vigilante group of Adavi local government area invaded Karaworo. You know, those are the words that you started with. Some vigilante group. When you say some, was it a vigilante group from another local government?
Not at all from Adavi local government.
That's one. When you say invaded, they invaded because somebody was killed.
That is true.
So they didn't invade. They came to restore peace.
Yeah, why the word invasion was used is this. They announced their arrival into the community by sporadic gun shooting and, all manner of things like that, reflected in the constitution. And this is why we call it invasion, because it's not what we're preparing for.
Sir, we are here for investigation.
Okay, sir.
Nobody, I don't know you before.
That's true.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
Nobody is for anybody here. We are here for the truth, to set things right the way they are supposed to. Some questions will be asked. Don't think the question is the end of the line of questioning. Do you understand? Some questions are asked because it's going somewhere. There's a reason why we're saying invading, because we've gone through your petition. Something happened on the 14th of February. Your petition says that a madman had an altercation with one Mr. Salau Unubeji and killed him. That's what your petition says. And from what we gather, after the madman killed the Salau Unubeji, the vigilante now came into the community. Who was this Mr. Salau Unubeji?
This is a community elder.
How old was he?
It's about something years. 24 years.
So basically the community was not happy that the madman killed him.
Yeah, people were disturbed. It was not that there was a breakdown floor or another. We were not fighting with anybody. It's only that the community elder appreciated and accepted by everybody. So even myself as the community chairman, I was so disorganized on that day. Virtually everybody nobody was in. Old women, young women were just walking around the community until the vigilantes came.
And when they came, they started shooting.
They announced their arrival into the community by reason of sporadic shooting. They were just shooting.
And they came, who led them? In your petition, you said the CSO
Yes.
led them.
Yeah, it was in the night before NEPA brought light. But when this thing was happening, when the shooting was happening, they stopped at the place. And I, as the community chairman, I had a torchlight in my hand. So I was doing it like this and I was approaching them. So when I got there, I told them that the situation on ground does not call for all this shooting. We are disturbed. We have lost somebody in the community, a very prominent man for that. Please take your vehicle and leave this place. It was then one of them vocally told me that if I don't leave this place now, he will shoot me. In fact, permit me to say that I basically will not identify anybody, but what actually happened was the languages they were using. They were calling CSO, they were calling commander, let's do this and all this. So after the whole thing cooled down, I went to find out with the vigilante, is there any rank called CSO in vigilante? And they said no. I said, now where did the word came from? It was there I discovered that he was, and this is the man who came with them. He was the one who led them.
What time did they enter the community?
They entered the community at about after 8 to
Basically in the evening.
after 8, yes. Maybe about 20 minutes after or to 9. Because there was no light at that time.
Please tell us very quickly.
Yes.
What led to the shooting of those people? The victims that their pictures are attached. What led to the shooting? Because from what you have said, they had come, they stopped somewhere. You as chairman, you have approached them.
The shooting was still going on. The shooting was still going on. In fact, somebody who, one of the community elders, they appreciated me for my bravery that I'm not supposed to have gone into that mess while the shooting was still going on.
What led to the shooting of these victims?
I wouldn't know what actually happened was because the shooting was indiscriminately. They were shooting houses. They were shooting virtually everywhere. And the 4 people that were that were wounded or injured in the course of this operation were in 4 different places.
Not in one place.
Not in one place. They were in 4 different places. One was lying down in front of his father's house, and he was shot in the leg. The other one was coming from the church because we have a healing service on that day. He was coming from the church, and he met. And out of these 4 people, had 2 first-degree injuries.
You saw the pictures.
Okay, we had 2 first-degree injuries. So it was not that anything triggered them to begin to shoot. They announced their arrival into the community by shooting.
Mr. Chairman, please, I want to ask for permission for them to sit down. Sit down. Sit down. CSO.
Sir.
No, sit down.
No, let me stand.
Did you lead vigilantes into Karawolu community on the 14th day of February? Yes or no?
No.
Were you in Karawolu community on the 14th day of February 2022?
No.
Please.
Are you aware that when Adman killed somebody?
Yes, I got the information.
You got the information?
Yes.
You will take any action?
We take action. Yes, my duty.
Relax. Relax. If you observe, we've not put you on that list. A point might come, we might have to put all of you on that list.
I have to put myself on that list.
Please, relax. I will repeat, you are not under oath. You are here to just reply to a petition where your name was mentioned.
Thank you.
There is no police standing outside to arrest you from here. There is no cane that we have got to flog you. But it is good if the truth is spoken. Your name is mentioned throughout this petition. Don't worry. Your name is mentioned throughout this petition.
Yes.
That you led the vigilantes. If you led the vigilantes, it is expected that as CSO to the local government chairman, you cannot lead vigilante anywhere without the chairman giving you express permission. And that is why the chairman's name is being mentioned, because it is alleged here that you led the vigilantes.
I did not lead any vigilante to that community. As far as that,
were you in Karawolu community on the 14th day of February 2020?
Honestly, before man and God, even in the morning, in the afternoon, in that night, throughout that on 14th February, I did not even step my foot in that community. So by the special grace of God, if I did that.
So what do you know about the incident?
Now, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Please, let's be fast.
Thank you. I'm Honorable Sule Olevehejimo, the immediate past council leader of Adabi local government. I'm now AC on security to Adabi local government. That very on 14 February 2022, at about 8:25, I got information.
Where were you when you got the information?
I was at FC.
Okene.
Yes, February, FC Okene, in that community, Adagu. I was there. I received a call from many people, including Honorable Joseph John Adebisi, including
Honorable
John Adebisi. This John Adebisi, this man sitting here,
called you on that day.
Called me on that fateful day.
No problem, Oga. Relax. We are trying to get information. Just relax, please. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank God he's sitting here now. He just said it. So go ahead.
When I got that information that something happened at Karawolu, a madman had killed an elderly man, I said, what comes about? The first thing I did, I put my call on DCU Adabi, in person of Odopa.
What does DCU mean?
That is divisional. That is the next person to DPO.
The divisional crime officer.
The divisional crime officer. Because it's in position.
No, we know what it means, but we need to say it.
Yes. I called him that something happened at Karawolo now because I just received the call. He asked me that which area in that Karawolo. I said, really, beside our elderly man called Obito. He said, okay, let's inform their patrol. As in that call, Vigilante Command, he called now enter my phone. He's now telling me that he received a call from Karawolo community that something like this happened. I said, okay, I was even intended to call you that you should try to go and maintain peace there. Because the information I'm getting there that this madman, what happened now is trying to cause a crisis. He should go there and restore a peace. Being as SA security, I believe if any crisis happening in Adabi local government, I have the authority to inform the security agencies.
Are you the SA security
yes.
or chief security officer to the chairman?
I am SSA security.
Sorry, SA security.
Not CSO.
Not yes, because some people are just naming it like that. It's not because I'm not.
What are you?
I'm SA security. SA security. SA special
not
advisor.
CSO.
Not CSO.
Do we have a CSO?
No. Because the chairman is CSO. He's the chief security of the local government. But I'm SA on security. In that fateful day, as I have said, when I informed the police, I equally got the information from the vigilante. They said that now they are mobilizing to that area. Not even quite long, I received a call from Honorable John Adebisi because we served together during our time. Because anything we are still together, we received the call. Mm-hmm. He called me that where I am now. I said I'm somewhere. He said that something happened. I said I have already got information. I have informed the security agency. They are mobilizing now to that area. He said that he equally been at police station that we should quickly do the needful. If not, something can easily happen beyond.
Sorry, excuse me, sir.
No.
You did not lead the vigilantes.
No.
You were not there on that day at all.
At all.
You said Mr. John.
Yes.
Called you.
Yes.
Today, Mr. John is here as part of the community.
Yes.
Who asked John questions?
Okay.
After the 14th, did you go to Karawolo community?
Yes, after that of 14, on 16 we went there. Because then when the incident happened, the chairman was not around. When he came home, we go there to sympathize with the disease, the family of the disease. And after that, we went to the hospital to pay a visit to the victims.
Questions. One, since you are the chief security, the SA security.
SA security.
You are aware that the vigilante that went in that night shot and wounded 4 people.
Yes, I got information through them.
You are
and actually, DBC also called me
to tell you the same thing.
Yes.
Did they tell you that these people attacked them?
Yes, they told me that they are now turning back now. That is the conversation, the first conversation I have from them. They said that they are now turning back. I said, why are you people turning down? They said that they were attacked. Even their vehicle has been vandalized now.
The vehicle of the vigilante
has been vandalized now. They are now turning back to their station now. I said, okay. When I got this information, I now called the police again, the DCU again, that this is what is happening. This is what I heard from the vigilante now. But later, I received a call from Honorable John Adebisi that vigilante that came to Karawolo, they have shot somebody dead now. I said, how?
Was their car vandalized truly?
Yes. They reported to the station.
You have proof that their car was vandalized truly?
Yeah, their car was vandalized.
You have proof?
The proof is with them because they have reported it to the police station.
But you are the one that was petitioned against?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yes, we will need that proof.
But it's not with me here.
That's what I'm saying. You will need that proof. You are the one that mobilized the vigilantes to go there. You are the security, the SA security of the local government. So we need the proof that on the 14th their car was vandalized. Some of the vigilantes might be invited to come here and tell us how their car was vandalized.
Yes, I don't know if that.
Because we now need to know what connected the vigilantes. Now we are hearing car vandalized. There was nothing like that in the petition.
Yes, they cannot say it because they are not the one.
No problem. Now we are not quarreling.
Okay.
Let's understand ourselves. We need to know why 4 innocent people, Mr. Yakubu Sunday, Samuel Sunday, Michael Peter, and Fataye Edudu, were shot. Especially when they are not the ones that killed the old man. That is the crux of this petition. 4 innocent people were shot. The petitioner said they are not the ones that killed the old man. The madman that killed the old man has been arrested and handed over to police since. You, the petition, that saying it was the madman that killed the old man. So why were 4 people shot by vigilantes that were put together to protect the community?
But the question there is best known to them to answer, because I was not with them there, and I don't know the reason why.
Essay.
Yes, sir.
We have been talking very, very calm. I want to remind you that you are before the Statutory House Committee on Public Petitions. Alright? You are a government appointee, you are SA security. 4 innocent people have been shot. Let us not tribalize this issue. This issue has nothing to do between your ego and Honorable John's ego. People serve together, you didn't serve together, this committee doesn't want to. It has nothing to do with the ego of you and the chairman of the community. 4 innocent people were shot. That is what this committee is worried about. Vigilantes are put in place to protect. There was no crisis as at when the vigilante entered. The crisis had been tamed. The madman had been arrested and handed over. So why the shooting? That's the crux of the matter. All this English we are speaking, we are all picking what we want to pick. Please, other members.
Thank you.
Other members, please.
My question will go to both sides. My name is Kilane. I represent Ijumu constituency. A madman killed somebody. That was its starting point. How we know this man is mad? That's the first thing. Please, do we know this guy is really mad? Who gave us the definition of that madness or confirmed that he's mad? Is the madness known to the local government chairman? I just want to pick this in there. It's a follow-up to a further question.
No.
Sorry.
I said no.
Okay. Do you know this guy is really mad? Is he a common? Is he somebody you've been seeing?
I don't even know him before. Until when he was arrested. But due to the information.
Don't worry, man. You say you don't know him before. You don't know him the community. Relax. The community.
Okay. Yeah. The mad person. How long have we identified him as a madman, and how do we know he's mad? I want clarification on that.
The senior sister is a tenant in the house in Kararu.
Sorry, sir?
The senior sister to this madman is a tenant in the house in Kararu. So she brought him from Ajakuta to come and live with her. And then, because of his abnormality, we need to see that this man is not proper. In fact, I'm able to say, sir, that the community was already summoning courage to call the woman to let this boy vacate the community, because he's insane, he's not behaving properly before this incident. We are aware and we know that he's an insane, he's mad, he's not.
But has not been medically confirmed. He just.
No, it has not been medically confirmed, but we all know.
Due to the passive behavior.
Yes.
Okay. Mine goes to the security officer. We have a madman that has killed somebody. Where is the madman now, or what have we done after this incident to the madman? Where is he now?
It's in the police custody.
It's in the police custody.
Yes.
Who arranged that for them? Is it the community or through yourself, sir?
That very day Because when I informed both the police and the vigilante, when the vigilante went there first, and they said that they encounter an attack, I quickly informed the police, and that is from there they will now invite their men to that place, and they'll be able to apprehend the madman.
The petition says the community had arrested him. Yes, sir.
We should not get it twisted.
At all.
Yeah, exactly.
The gentleman, the SA of security, is not being honest. These honorable men you are seeing before you, we are not after anybody. But with the power vested in us, we are here to do the needful. And as a grown-up person, whether on oath or not on oath, we see ourselves to be working for the safety of the entire people in the state. What the community people are saying, you will admit some, you will run away from some, and you will equally indict yourself in some cases. That was why when you came in initially, you were given the opportunity to go to the petition. They themselves have the petition in their own position as well. And questions that is coming up is from the same petition. The particular question they are asking you here is very simple. So that we don't waste your time and our time, because we have sitting again after this thing. The petition says it was a community that handed over the madman to the police. According to this.
According to them, you have to hear this thing.
SA security.
And we are not asking.
You are not. I've told you severally how we behave here. You are not behaving according to us here. They talk like say person follow your wife. No, nobody knows you. Please stop it. We are trying to investigate. Hear him very well, please.
We are just
So now the question again, let me repeat it so that we'll get it and make progress. The community leader, please. When the incident took place, is it the community that handed over the madman to the police, or it was after the vigilante or the police came to the community before he was arrested?
My secretary is in the best position to answer that, because when these 4 boys were shot, I evacuated them straight to the hospital, so I left him behind. So he is in the best position to answer.
So actually, when that happened, there was a neighboring village. We are in the border between Okene and Adabi. There was a neighboring village called Idari. The community chairman of Idari came to our rescue. He was the one that helped us to cut the madman while he was absconding. So he now handed it over to us. So we now said, if you left this madman here, we cannot predict what might happen. Please go away with him. And some community member delegate with him went to Okene, because we are very close to Okene, and hand him over to Okene police station.
But you took him there?
Yes. We hand him over to Okene police station, not even Adabi. It was Okene police station that transferred him to Adabi.
You know why?
You understand now?
You understand? So,
The committee members no longer believe you when you say you are not in Karawuru that day. You've told us that you are the one that made arrangements, they handed over, and your policemen caught the man and took him. That's not what happened. You've told us you were not there, but the same secretary of the community called you and was briefing you on what was going on. Which prompted vigilante coming. You heard when Honorable Tanko said, when you say you are mobilizing, do you know what that means? You mobilize a vigilante. The vigilante entered the community. The madman had already been caught at Idara. And the process of handing over or handed over had already happened. And the vigilante still went there and shot 4 innocent people. That is the issue. Now, just for the purposes of, we've been dealing with one, from paragraph 1 to paragraph 8. Paragraph 9, Mr. Chairman. This is where, from paragraph 9, this petition now mentions that on the 24th of July 2021, vigilante group attacked Hollywood guest house at Nagasi and began to shoot sporadically. So it's like the vigilantes just love shooting sporadically. And in the process, again, killed 2 people, including the manager of the said guest house. It goes again to paragraph 10 to say similarly, sir, on 29th May 2021, the same vigilante group ambushed some innocent citizens during a Channel festival. And some Mogamina, in the process, the vigilantes who were invited for peacekeeping mission suddenly began to shoot sporadically, leaving so many injured from bullet wounds. Mr. Chairman, you are the chief security officer of your local government. You have been there as an administrator before. After being an administrator, you now became SA Security before you are now elected as a chairman of the local government. Whether it is members of a channel, the channel festival, whether it is people of Hollywood guest house, whether it is Karawuru community people, they are all members of ADAP local government. By the virtue of your position today, you are the chairman, the father, the chief security officer of that local government. And it is not expected that one, you will love some more than the other. You're supposed to love everybody equally, protect everybody equally. And it is not expected that you will support a renegade vigilante group that is busy shooting people up and down. If they tell us that, yes, we've had news where your vigilante group entered the bush to catch kidnappers, there's no petition against you here on that. Because that's their job. We've had news where you led the vigilante into the bush and caught kidnappers. Newspapers carried it, everybody clapped for you. We've passed the road to Okene severally and we saw the vigilante on the road. And of course, kidnapping has greatly reduced. But now, you have 3 allegations against you here where innocent people are being killed by your vigilante group.
If you are in the set of my local government, I want to thank you very much. Yes, by the special grace of God, as an assembly has practiced, and I have almost 159 communities that are mine. By the special grace of God today, I recorded a relative peace, minimally, like the way I met it before. The first one that the use of vigilante that went to Hollywood and shot sporadically, and there is death there. 2 people. I handled the issue very well. I took them to police station. They litigated them into the court. They spent so many months there. You see, the case is still in the court presently.
Who did you take to the court?
The vigilantes. They detained all of them.
People that killed those 2 people?
Yes. I took them to the court, to the police station. They investigate them. They apprehend all of them. They charge them to the court. It seems the case is still pending on within them now. That is one. Because be the chief security of the local government, if there is any crisis, it's not only the place having crisis in my place. If I had any crisis like this, I will tell the security agencies that go and exercise your discipline over there to curb the issues. And when they went there, definitely I record a success, a peaceful success. At times there may be a mistake with it about them, but I will treat them the way they according to the law. That is for Hollywood. Come back to each other issues. We all know that they have not lifted the ban on our festival in Ukene local government. And I don't give any authority for any masquerade to come out as an HNA in my domain. When the incident happened that there was a masquerade that came out in the period of HNA festival, that the vigilante and the masquerade fought and they shot sporadically, I report the case to the police station too. The victims, the victims and the vigilante was apprehended then at the police station where the law took its steps upon them. That is that. Lastly, no, I've not, I should still continue, sir.
Yes, please.
For this Karawuru. On the fateful day on 14th February, the issue of this Karawuru happened. I was in Lokoja heading the security meeting with the Lokoja chairman, Dansabe. I had a distress call that there was a madman at Kara Road that killed a community elder. The man that was killed is our old community elder.
You know the man?
Very well. I know him very well. I said, Salayo, what happened? They said it was a madman that was killing him. I quickly put a call. No, first of all, I called DPO. DPO, is there has happened? He said, yes, that my AC security has called him and they have received a distress call from that place. I said, okay. I called my AC security that you had something that happened at Karawuru. He said, yes, that they called him there. That he's telling, he have reported to the police station and he's telling the commander that the vigilante told him that they have called him from that place. I said, so it's all right. I follow it continuously. The following day, when I finished up my security meeting, I went to him. I drove directly to where the incident happened.
That's on the 15th.
On the 15th. On the 15th, I drove to the police station because I came in around 7:30 a.m. from Lokoja on 15th. When I went to the police station, I said, DPO, what had happened? He said, the man had been apprehended. I said, who apprehended him? The man said, it was taken to police division in Okene. They called vigilante in Okene. It was vigilante Okene that brought them to the police station, and from there they went to go and pick him up. I said, where is that man? He said, in the station. He said, I said, what is the situation there now? He said, everything is calm. I said, did you went to witness the victim that the vigilante shot? He said, yes. I said, okay, there's no problem. Now it is late already. I can't go there. Very early in the morning, on 16th, I went there to the where did this happen. On getting to the family, I greeted all of them. I said, what? I have to go there and console them. He said, this is what happened. It was a madman that came here to call. I said, don't worry. So I consoled them to the last letter. I said, well, I heard the man had been apprehended. I was even there yesterday night when I came back from Lokoja to saw who is the person that did this. But on seeing this man, it seems that, well, the law will take its course. So the man is in the custody of the police station in Adaviluku government. Come back to the vigilante. I now had DPO that the vigilante that went there, you should arrest all of them, let them make a statement, their whereabouts of doing this sporadic shooting in that place. And the DPO, he did his course. He called them, he interrogated them, he apprehended them anyway. So I called the vigilante, their commander. I said, Commander, you went to Karawuru to go and do this ugly. Is there what had happened? The way he narrated, I don't take it because the injured has been involved. So the injured has been involved because we injured people. I said, well, that is your own. That is not the discipline we are in for. The whoever that does that will face the wrath of the law. That I invited the DPO that should take its course. They said they were even invited by the DPO. That they are already in the station with the DPO at that local government.
Can I just tell you? Ordinarily, I can see there's a gap. You've done a lot to help calm the situation down proactively, and as the chief security officer, yes. I'm not sure if the community is aware of that. And ordinarily, there should be a link between you, the local government, and your community. Say, okay, this is what I've done. You need to relate back to them. That, yeah, I've taken this action, and this is the result. And let them know the milestone that have been reached. But later on, we just document that. I just want to let you know this area. Thank you.
I don't have a place to go and visit him and console him. I whether to visit the woman in that community, to console everyone in that community. Even they are one of their youth leaders that followed me to these places. Then I consoled those people. They said that, just take solo, that what happened had happened. I moved directly to where the victims were in the general hospital with this very their youth boy in that community. When I went there, it was only two people that I met. I met the family. I consoled them that what happened. It's not my making that this happened, but if I allow these people, before the way I have a distress call, that they should later retaliate and keep people there and about this, it's another issues. Because so is that happened at Kuruku. Then I was around. The one man that killed person, they wanted to kill and bought house. I have to rush down to that place with my vigilante to cop that situation down. That man is still custody of DSSS up to now because I apprehended him. He said, if something had happened more than this, then we don't know what anything can happen negatively after this. He said, okay. I consoled them. I said, come on, how much bill do you thought was incurred in this hospital? I want to know. He said, Homemu Naga said that he will take responsibility of it. I said, okay, youth leader, don't worry, follow me. By the grace of God, towards evening time, no matter how it is, I will send you to come and then be the private that Honorable Naga has taken responsibility of their bills. Before man and God, I didn't see that youth leader. I later called when I came to local and before I said you should come and see me. What happened? He said the community, they said that they have taken the charges of that place. I said, there's no problem. I now tell the vigilante, the DPO, that how far is the case? They now transfer that case down to command in Lokoja here.
Who are the people that were arrested, the vigilantes?
The people that went there, the commander, you know, I didn't know because they called the commander that who are you that went with at Karaworo? So the people that followed him there was apprehended by DPO for interrogation.
The vigilantes?
Yes.
15th you went to very late, 16th you visited the community. Abi?
Yes.
Then, community leader, when the incident happened, you were the one that called the SA.
No, it was the secretary.
It was the secretary. Wait, you called the SA.
I didn't call.
With that call or not? Okay, the SA, they called you that 14th.
Yes.
You did communicate to the chairman that same 14th? Yeah, wait. You did communicate to the chairman that day?
You did it.
Yeah, wait now, I'm driving to someone, please. Let us get facts. You did communicate to the chairman that day?
Yes, I called him. When we have.
Why is your no now? Excuse me, I'm coming. When I finish the point, you know what I'm talking about. You communicated to the chairman. That same community that you went, after you got the whole information, when you went to that killing community, did you now go with your SA?
To go and consult them.
Yes,
we went together.
You went together.
Go to my cabinet.
SA, as you went to that community, these people informed you initially that there was crisis. As you stormed that community, now did you not tell them that we're here? Are they aware?
No, I thought we were part of this.
Why the gap?
God bless you. You see, let me add to what you have said. Chairman, with due respect, the fact of the matter is that there's a petition here. I will remind you again. And in the petition, there are 3 allegations of your vigilante shooting people innocent. The first one, you said you arrested them. The second one, you said you didn't give permission for a Channel festival.
But they have been taken.
And they've also been arrested. These are direct things speaking to the petition. The first one, Karaworo incident, the major one that brought you here. You have explained to us what you did. You have not told us that you sent any vigilante in there.
No, I
Don't worry, sir. We're on the same page. The same petition did not say chairman sent vigilante. But what they said was that SA Security led vigilante into that place and shot 4 innocent people. Here the question Honorable Rabiu has asked. After this secretary called him throughout that night, starting from 8:25 p.m. on the 14th day of February 2022, on the 16th when he was coming with you, did he call the secretary? Did he call the community leader to say we are coming, come and join us? Back to what Honorable Kilani said, there is a gap. There is a gap, because if there's no gap, if he had called them and they had followed him and you, the fact that they are saying you have been quiet, your continuous silence over the issue is an indication that you consented to the attack, that you have not offered any official statement regarding the attack. Come on. This petition might not be here. Is there a problem between your SA Security and Secretary of Karaworo community? Those, we are all men here, we are here. Is there a problem between 2 of them?
I can't justify that because they serve.
Do you people have a problem?
He served as the council leader then because of him.
There's a possibility that there's a problem between.
Yes, I can see that because he's the one that earned it as a council leader. Then he's the one that took over from him. They serve at the same period, at the same time.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate all what you do. But the fact, are they the ones following you?
No.
Or they are the extra ones on the ground?
I don't know. They are not following me.
Fine. This one that goes to Karawuru, did they just stand up on their own and go to Karawuru?
No. The SA security has told us he mobilized them.
Fine. So if SA security has mobilized them, they need to speak more about their presence there. Because you mobilize somebody, mobilization is either for positive action or negative action. You understand me? And in most cases, as a chairman, you are representing the chairman. And whatever happened in that place, we expected that when a vigilante goes there is to calm down situation. But from what we are hearing and seeing here, you see what happened then, which means the main function of the local government is a chairman, is eroded. A situation whereby the community, the chairman who's supposed to protect lives and property, the same vigilante of the chairman, because they cannot just move into taking an action without approval. Go there. The SA has said it, he mobilized. Okay? Now the mobilization has led to shooting. Like the pictures we saw here.
Horrible.
Honestly, it's a horrible one. And it's just like yesterday or day before yesterday, we saw something on the Facebook where iron was meted on one small boy. It was His Excellency that saw it. They posted it to His Excellency. And he directed it to Commissioner and the Works, Women, and the SS to take this thing. It's the same as this bullet of 18. Honestly, it's unfortunate. There is a gap. There is a gap. And that gap is what is creating most of this problem. Supposing these gaps are closed, probably will not reach where we are today. So, Chairman, you see, you are the chairman of the local government. You are innocent. You can't know everything. That's why you have this, that to help you. But now, if it is good, it's chairman. If it is bad, it's chairman. And that is why you can see all the petition, the noise, everything. If they say SA, you appointed the SA. Whatever the SA is doing, you're supposed to get approval from you. Whatever the SA is doing, if he did not get approval from you and go and do a negative thing, then that problem lies. Then you carry the load. And if SA go and do good thing, my brother, the good thing, the praises will not even go to SA, but it still come to the chairman. So something is wrong somewhere. And that is why we are saying we are not police station here, we are not, but we have the power. We have the power to investigate. And anything local government, I think this Wallow Chamber have that power. Look at the constitution, it's there. But the only thing is because we are one, we always treat ourselves as brothers. And treat ourselves as brothers and sisters.
Sorry, let me round up. Chairman, let me round up with the question. SA security. Okay. Then after they left the vicinity, did he call you back?
I was not opportunity. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. On that fateful day, sir, I called the CSO.
He said it's SA security.
Okay, sorry. He was one that called first. That where am I? I told him I'm in Ogamana. He said, am I aware that there are such problems in my community? I said, yes. Not quite 2 minutes after his call, I now receive a call that the situation is very pathetic, that the deceased man, which is his first son, is not happy with what happened, the way he met his dad. That should try to look for a way to comb whatever that is going on. And I called him back. CSO, he called me that if I'm aware of the situation, what's actually happening, what are you doing in respect of that? He said he's on his way to Karawuru with his men. Who are your men? He said vigilante. I stopped there. I was happy he did that because my belief is that the situation will be arrested, whatever the boy is planning to do. After a while, not quite 10 minutes, I received a call again. I was with DPO for that. Everything that happened in the presence of DP. He was even laughing after the whole scenario. I now called him back. CSO, oh sorry, SA was overhead.
No, don't worry,
I heard
both to be
however, I heard that when you went to Cararo, you went and shoot my people. Why did you do this? Already they said 2 people are dead, which is those 2 people that their situation is pathetic. Why did you do that? Must you let your people to go and shoot? He called me. I called him back. Quote me, sir. He said, whatever he's doing, he's taking instruction from chairman. I should call the chairman. Okay. I was shocked. I called chairman. He wasn't picking. I called the commissioner for water resources. He picked. And I explained what he said to me. The commissioner now called him. He didn't pick. He even called the chairman too. He didn't pick. I have the evidence of my call. They called the log here. How I called him and how he called me. The 3rd call I put on to him was, what you did is wrong. And you banned call on me. He said it wasn't vigilante from Adabi that came there. That should go and look for people that shoot on our people. I wake up. The following morning, sir, the DSO called me.
That's the 15th of February.
On 15th of February, the DSO called me. He said, where am I? I said, I'm at the burial ground. We are buried the man that died. He said, he wants to put a question to me. That please, I should tell him the truth. I said, okay. Not if you tell me who invaded our community. Is it vigilante from Adabi or Kenya or wherever? He laughed. He said, it's Adabi, of course. I said, no. Your essay, or rather, said it wasn't Adabi people. The call recorded here. He said it is unprofessional for him to say that. That even his chairman cannot even say that. How dare him? He said it's not from people from Adabi. Why is he trying to deny it? I said, repeat yourself again. He now repeat again. I said, okay, I'm satisfied. That is how we went. On 16th of February, on 15th of February, the following day, former SA to the local government, Ibrahim Sadiq, I was with him. He called the chairman. Quote me, sir. He called the chairman. Chairman, these things that happen in our community, we are not happy. Everybody is disorganized. And we will try whatever we can do to get to the latter of whatever that brought this up. The chairman replied, are you trying to question my authority? This is the reply, the response from the chairman. We were all standing, the entire community, when that man called him and put it in speak out. Are you trying to question my authority? We were shocked. And the man told him, sorry, sir. On 16th, he left for Kara. He went to visit those people, as he said. He went to the hospital. Nobody told him that God has taken care of the medical bill. I never knew he was there. I was at Lokoja here. He called. He did everything he does there. After a while, about 5 minutes after he left the hospital, we now found it on Facebook, on social media, that he has paid visit to those people and he has cleared the medical bill. I called one of the victims. He said, no, nobody paid anything. I went to the hospital. When I get to Kenya, I make verification because we were thinking on how to sort the bill. Even the local man that removed the bullet from those boys, one particular person, the 38 bullets were removed from him. A particular person. On that fateful day, that was the one they alleged that he is dead. That gave me that stop call. When they removed this bullet from this guy, when I saw it, I was thinking, I thought he's dead. Because none of them is above 20 years. They are all little children. When I saw that guy lying down, I shed tears. I was crying. I felt he will never wake up anymore. But the man kept encouraging us that it will be okay. Sorry, sir. The way the vigilantes came, it was very bad. It was as if they had problem with Carol. Let me use the case of Ibaji as an example. You know, Ibaji is an outskirts part of Kogi State, close to Anambra. That is how we are in Adabi local government. The chairman himself felt we are for Okene, we are not for Adabi. Not even development came to our area. We were just like an outskirt.
Come back to the issue.
That was how we were neglected. I didn't mean it was somewhere in Ogamana and others. He would have responded properly. He did not pay those medical bills. He went to the social media and said he has paid. We responded. The media man was even insulting me that why am I lying and other things. He said nothing was paid. And the youth got agreed that why must this man do this? He did not come on time, he came late, and by the end of the day, he's telling us another thing on social media that he has paid the bills.
So Joseph,
I'm not appointed, elected. You are not performing your duty to the best of your knowledge. I want to observe that you are not in charge of the local government. You are not in charge. I say so because if you are the chairman of the local government, you are supposed to be chief security officer of the local government. And above, in the local government, nobody is above you. Your vice chairman don't supposed to measure the same height with you. So when people came, I was looking at you. Somebody you appointed at SC is sitting by your side. It's not supposed to be so. There must be respect. You're supposed to have gone to the back seat there while you are sitting there. It's supposed to be. It's not we that ask him to sit down there. This man has no respect for you because you don't give respect to yourself. As a chairman, you are supposed to be in the front, you're supposed to be at the back. And everything that is happening translates to what I'm saying. He took the position of chief security, whether I call it SA, and then you are the chairman of the local government. That is what is happening. If not, it takes you for 2 days before you go to the place to go and see those people. 2 days.
No, observation, sir.
Yes, sir.
When I said I was in local job.
Yes, sir.
For security, we did that day in result of the Yahoo boys at Karawu that night. So, sir, it's just this day that happened. If I started telling you the history of Adabi local government, sir, I didn't say what you are saying is not right.
You have done well in some areas. You have done very, very well. What I'm saying now, get it right. For example,
Adabi government is not part of this petition. So that is not.
Chairman, why some of us bent in talking about this same issue, and you can see that it's taking almost about 2-3 hours, is because we want to arrive at something that will give our boss, the governor of the state, what we have been claiming to be tandem with what is happening here. Security.
Yes.
Then you are the chairman of Adabi local government.
Yes.
Are you a chairman at a good time only? You have to be a chairman even at a bad time.
And for everybody.
And for everybody.
All community.
I am, sir.
Somewhere.
I am. Very well.
Our colleague here, because he was the chairman of the local government, did you hear what he said? With experience. I have a chairman who is your full colleague in the local government. As an assemblyman from that place, if there is an incident, if they call me, I'll call him like that. If he intervenes immediately, he will call him as an assemblyman elected from them. A chairman, I say, you are appointed. If you look at my questions all this while, I read sociology from the university. So equal to somebody who is a professional in criminology. So I'm a professional DSS. These questions I was asking whether the reserve veto power you have given to this man, even if he's to act in your absence. Remember asking the question twice in your presence. Has he been related? Did he relate the matter to you when the secretary called him? You understand that question? And if he's taking action, has he equally informed you for you to be directing? Because the gap is, as the chairman of the local government, you now call the DPO direct. If they are supposed to take any action from the executive arm of government, then you now direct your SA to go and follow him to do it. Your SA is to liable the committee leader to get it done quickly and easily. Like what we are saying here, you may not even know the person, but they are your subjects. Him, even if he's not from there, he may not know the person in particular, but identify the community leader who can tell him everything there. Thank God he was the one that called him initially, or that spoke initially about the matter. So swinging into action properly at the executive angle is supposed to pass through that same man to make it easy. So in all the things we're trying to put across here is still to harmonize the entire Adabi local government under your own leadership. But how do we define this leadership to be effective if something is wrong and other areas have been sectionalized? It's exactly what we're trying to put together. There's no doubt in all the things we have discussed here, from his own explanation, he was into the picture completely. From the explanation of this man, he recorded him very well. And from your own angle, you had responded as at the time the incident took place. But the gap is why we are discussing all these things. In all these things that are emanated in the petition, if the secretary or only him had met with you, discussed, you send those same people either to the committee or you meet with the people in the hospital, there's this, all these things will not be here. So please, all of us here will put our heads together to see what we can do, to see a headway for you and for Yabelo. Because when the state is safe, all of us here are safe. And for the people of the people of the valley.
Mr.
So
Chairman,
we don't want anything like a...
Mr. Chairman, there's no more talk coming from you people anymore. I want to tell you categorically that the next things I'm going to say are going to be part of our report. From my own angle, even if it's a dissenting part of the report.
Minority.
Even if it's minority. Mr. Chairman, everything my colleagues have said, they say wisdom is profitable to direct. We have acknowledged the good you have done, but this is a bad that has come before us. Sincerely, you have given too much powers. I don't know you, sir, SA Security. I don't know you. There's no quarrel between us. The truth must be said. Chairman, you have given too much powers to this man. Your SA Security and his cases. Or he was leading them with phone. He led the vigilante into Karawo community. Whether he was in front of them or he was on his bed leading them with a phone. Very wrong. There was no reason for any other person to be shot in that community that day. Absolutely no reason. Your SA Security, if he has an issue with anybody in that community, he should not use it to destroy the local government administration of Adabi. Between them, the SA Security and the Honorable Joseph, they are your subjects. When you live here, it is for you to go and know how you settle whatever is going on. But your SA Security is completely indicted by this petition. By extension, you are indicted as chairman. We will do what we can, just like Honorable Rabia said, to do our report properly, our report to turn into a resolution, and it to go back to His Excellency. But we know where the fault is coming from here. And I urge you to quickly go back, call the community leaders, call anybody who is of authority in that community, today, settle with them, settle with the families of these 4 under 20 youths who were shot unnecessarily. Clear it from that angle, and may God lead us on.
Because please, this thing we have discussed
Come on, make you hold on.
shouldn't be personal.
There's nothing personal.
You see the advice he gave. This petition emanated from the community. It only came through this one. Only him cannot say that right. It's the voice of the community. Like they have not agreed. So the same community, if you work it out very well, may still write to us for withdrawal. There are cases in court that we will run for settlement at all. Thank God now You know, life is not better. It's still bad.
Honorable, I'll give you the advice now. If he's not here again,
let me talk, sir. We have to come to a place where we realize together. Even seeing him with this man, this issue of community, I'm in very well. There's no any incident that happened in my community that I don't take in charge, sir. It's just 1 minute, sir. Just 1 minute, sir. Just 1 minute, sir. Please, just 1 minute, sir. Please.
Observation.
go ahead, sir.
We are here to find out whether what is written before us is true. And there's going to be a report of whatsoever we are doing here. So whatsoever you go, your reconciliation with them is not going to affect anything that will be wrong with it. I'm talking to my colleagues.
We're hearing you, Honorable.
Thank God. You see, we are not lawyers. But we have a lawyer. True. And you know the life of the law is not logic. It's an experience.
Yes, sir.
So, sir, from when you are talking that day that your SA is acting, you are somewhere in Lokoja, right? For an assignment. So you assign him to do what is doing there.
No, I didn't assign him to do. That's why I called DPO, sir.
Oh, wait. When you are here in Lokoja, are you aware that your SA is in Karawo doing something?
I was not aware. When I put the report, I did the chief security of Lucas. I will call the security agent that something happened. I will call the security agent that something happened in social place. Go there and recruit and cap the situation.
Excuse me, you came about some actions you have taken in your local government. It's very, very good. But is it that this community, I'm just saying it, politically, even if a community does not support you, it doesn't mean by the time you get into that office, what you are expected to do. You understand? What you are expected to do as a chairman, chief security officer, you will not extend your scope to cover them. Because clearly what has happened is very clear. These days you can be in London and you tell your wife what to cook for you before you arrive. And you come and meet it. You can be local here and tell your CSO, don't do this, don't do this. That was why I asked, I wrote it down, that why the mobilization. When you hear mobilization, you are going to face war where there is war.
And in this case, there was no war.
There was no war. The situation was calm, rather somebody was killed.
He said it in his president.
You understand? He said he said it several times. That's why I said that word mobilization in security term is a big word.
You quickly corrected him.
You understand? That is a big word. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Now, sir, now you have mentioned, as you are standing now, that this person is your friend, is your boy, which means you are regretting what has happened. You have just started saying it now. Definitely. So as a chairman, this is what we are advising you. You should be chairman for everybody. And whenever you have any situations like this, ensure that you go to that community. You have gone there and called all of them, sorry, that and that and that. Or inwardly what you have is still bad, but you have gone there physically. People will say, he came, he did this. And that's all. So please, as from today, let it just
all right, I'll continue doing this. I'll continue on that. Because in that community, sir, it's my community. I have settled most of the problems there.